And we're live.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another podcast episode from Masters of the Galaxy. My name is Brian Ozone, and I am here with my friend Michael Jenkins. And Joe Amato should be along a little later. He had to go vote. He doesn't know if he's going to make it back in time. Hopefully, he does. But we're going to start the show without him. What's going on, Mike? How you been?
Oh, I've been pretty well. We did the Halloween stuff last week, so we took last week off for candy and costumes and all that. So, and now we're
How
back.
was that? How was your raging party you had to go to?
Oh yeah, that well, we hosted it, and it was pretty hectic. I did decorations all day, right up until guests started arriving, and then
Wow.
the party went to like 10 o'clock, 10:30. So it closed early, but
Right.
then we had to have trick or treaters on Monday, and we had about 40 kids stop by. So that,
Wow. Wow.
that was pretty. It was pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I live on I only have houses on one side, and the other side of the block is the A train. So I really rarely ever get any trick-or-treaters. And we got one this year. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, that's it.
Did you have
Oh,
decorations or whatever?
oh, of course, yeah, we decorate. Yeah, definitely do. Yeah.
Is that what attracts trick or treaters your way up there?
I would say more, yeah, because then I guess they know that people, celebrate Halloween if they put the stuff in a window or the lights or something like that.
Right.
What a lot of people here do as well is they'll leave a box or a bowl of candy on the stoop and put a sign and say just take one.
Oh,
So,
that's
it's,
that's that's, that's kind of automated there.
yeah, yeah. But
Well, what?
there was just something I just wanted to touch upon. There was some rumors going around, and it came to my attention through one of my friends. Um, and I vape, so you might hear that every so often. I try not to let it hit the microphone, but it came through, and somebody heard it, and they're starting to make rumors that people are doing drugs and drinking during the show.
What?
Um, yeah. Um, it's been
Where?
over 19 years since I smoked weed, and I don't drink. So I don't know where you're getting this from. So
Well, where did
I just
where did
wanted to
the
clear the air.
where did the rumors start? And
I don't know. It's
well,
just,
were they posted
it's just,
somewhere?
I
it's
did
just too,
that. I was writing it on the bathroom walls at the train station.
Thanks a
And
lot.
yeah.
It's all your fault.
But, but yeah, no, I just wanted to clear the air with that because, if people have something to say, be a man about it. Go straight to the person. Don't let, don't let the person find out through the what's it called, the grapevine, because if I do, I'm not going to be as pleasant as if you come to me as a man.
Right.
So
Well, was it posted in some of the groups or something? Or
yeah, I'm not sure if it was or not. Somebody they PM'd me and they PM'd Joe about it, and it's completely false. I vape, so that's probably what they heard. When I do it, I try not to let it near the microphone so it doesn't pick it up. So
okay,
apparently somebody heard it and probably thought somebody was smoking a bong or a joint or something, which is completely false. Um, every job I had for the last 19 years had random drug tests, so it's not like I can do it and get away with it. So stop the
well,
rumors, people, because it's not cool.
I mean, I don't even know what it sounds like. Am I that? I must be that naive.
Well, no, because that's why I don't even keep it near the phone. Like I'll move the phone away when I do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
Uh,
they got to pick at something. That's all that.
yeah, I guess, right. They got to do what they got to do.
They got to do what
Uh,
they got to do.
all
Um,
right, man. So, why don't you jump into the first topic? What would you like to talk about first?
let's see. Well, you were talking about uh, November 16th, right around the corner. And Super 7 put up a post,
Right.
a very, very, very vague post
Right.
about to save the date, November 16th. So, and on Facebook, the post, I'm sure a lot of people have seen it.
Right.
It's Super 7 X or Super 7 times Masters of the Universe.
Right.
November 16th, save the date. So,
Excuse me.
what the heck is that? That's
Right. Well, I've heard that supposedly, well, technically, Super 7 is not allowed to sell anything until January 1st.
right.
But from what my understanding is that they can take pre-orders. So what I think the announcement is going to be is the super that I don't know what the super figures line that they showed the other day, the 6 or 7 figures that come with everything that
Right.
that character ever came with. Um, I
At
think
New
they're
York
gonna
Comic Con.
right. I think they're gonna pre-order that. I think that's what that's about. If that's not it, then I think it's gonna be how they're gonna sub or how they're gonna sell the figures.
Okay. So, okay.
That's what I got out of it and what I've heard from somebody. So
Okay.
if I,
In at New York Comic Con, they showed off these well, they're not new figures, but they're re-releases of 4 Masters of the Universe Classics figures. So they had He-Man, Skeletor, Faker, Teela, Man at Arms. Am I missing one? I know there was those 5.
Ram Man, you say a Faker?
Yeah. So we
It's it, yeah, it was He-Man, Ram Man, Faker, Teela, Skeletor, um,
I think
and there
that's
was I think there may have been a 6th. I'm not sure. I forget though. But those are the guys that they might be taking pre-orders for.
okay. And you think that's it? You don't think they're showing off anything?
Uh, I mean, I also heard, that Super 7 asked the Four Horsemen for the next batch of 2 ups or 4 ups, however whatever they're called. Um, they want to see the next set of figures that they made.
Right.
Maybe we'll get a pic. Maybe they'll show them off. I'm not sure, but I'll take whatever they give us.
Oh, me
You
too.
know,
Because basically all of the sculpts that were being done uh, for the uh, when Mattel was running the line,
right,
the Four Horsemen were already working on sculpts for the next batch of
right,
figures.
right.
So instead of those figures being released through Matty Collector, the Four Horsemen are just going to give those sculpts over to Super 7, and Super 7 is
Yes.
going to take care of that.
Yeah.
So,
That's another reason why I believe they're gonna do those essential figures. I think that's what they called. I'm not sure, but I think they're gonna do those first to kind of buy some time to figure out A, if they're getting the pop license, 2, if they're getting the Thundercats license, and 3, to save time to see what is actually gonna happen. If they can do what and where and how, that's
right.
what I'm thinking. That's what I get out of it. But I believe no matter what, it's going to be something positive for the fans, and I believe everybody's going to, flip out
Yeah,
when they hear it.
I think they're going to knock it out of the park because at the least, you get the super releases of those core figures, which I am
Right.
hoping are going to have an evergreen presence with Super 7. So those
Yeah, that'd be cool.
those figures will always be there.
Where the heck did that word evergreen come from besides the evergreen forest? I've always wondered that, man. What the hell?
Well, I guess evergreen, the trees.
Yeah.
I guess they never die off, or they never go brown or whatever. So they're around at least for a long time.
Gotcha.
I,
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense now. Yeah, I
but
always wanted that. Everybody's like, "Yeah, make it an evergreen figure," and I'm scratching my head thinking, like, "Well, what the heck is an evergreen figure?" I'm like, "What are these things?" And then I found out that they were just, like Skeletor and He-Man and She-Ra and stuff I already had, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it. That's cool."
yeah,
And but like what you just said, that you're hoping that these new essential figures are evergreen, and I am totally 100% behind you with that. I hope that they make it more accessible for people who are late bloomers to collecting the line to be able to access the older figures and make it more easy for them to get it instead of
right,
spending $200-300 on a Shadow Weaver or a Fisto, Whiplash, et cetera, the more expensive guys.
right. Because a lot of collectors they'll say, you know what, forget it. I can't get He-Man. I'm not paying
Right,
200
right,
bucks for He-Man. So I'm not
exactly.
gonna bother
Yeah, I mean,
with
what's the sense if you can't get the main guy? What's the sense of collecting a line? That's the
exactly.
way I look at it.
And there's so many other lines. Because I actually have an issue with uh, trying to split my budget between Transformers, which is really overwhelming me right now.
You
And
you collected you collected Takara ones too, right?
no, I gave up on that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got a few of those suckers. Those things just really hurt your wallet.
Yeah, I got a couple of masterpieces.
That's it. Takara, they make the masterpieces.
Yeah. So I just stopped with that because I just, especially the Megatron. I didn't get Megatron because he had a lot of quality control issues and things
Right,
popping off of him. And I figured I just stick with Generations and
right.
right now it's Titans Returns.
Yeah. Well, I think they just shown the new Megatron that's coming out. He looks pretty cool. So I might actually get him because I don't have a Megatron. I have the Optimus Prime. I have Grimlock, Starscream, Bumblebee, another car I forgot the name of, and the Blue Rocket. That's with Starscream. I forget his name.
Blue.
I only have a handful of them, and then I just stopped because they were just too expensive.
Oh, are you talking about the Masterpiece line?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. You're probably talking. Oh, you're talking about the blue Starscream, not Thundercracker.
No, 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 Thundercracker. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. So
I got the God. I think it's called the God. Starscream, the one with the crown and the cape and
yeah.
everything. When he kills Megatron, I got that one.
Oh wow, jeez. Uh,
Yeah.
no Skywarp then. You didn't get Skywarp?
No, no, I missed out on that.
Oh man, you gotta complete the triplets.
I know. I got her. I do have what's the Sunspot, I think his name is or something like
Sunstorm. He's the
that.
yellow sea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him from Toys R Us.
Wow.
So
Holy-
yeah. But then again, like I said, they were getting too expensive. That's why I stopped collecting them.
Yeah. So yeah, for me, I split my budget between MOTUC Classics and Transformers. So
Okay.
uh, yeah, it gets kind of tricky sometimes when you have to make.
Yeah, no, it adds up at the end of the day. You got to really pick and choose what you want to collect, especially if you have the curse of the completist like I am. I have to have it all. So I I'm pretty much down to just He-Man with that. The new classics. That's pretty much that and the 6-inch DC multiverse. I
Oh,
like those figures. Those figures are cool.
that actually is a third. I guess I would say that I have the four collections then. So there's Masters, there's Transformers. I call it Superpowers Classics, which is
Right.
uh, the the DC Universe line you're talking about, and then Thundercats.
Yeah.
So I have that. I have
Right.
that subscription coming later this year.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So did you go with the holiday all 6 figures in one?
Yeah, I screwed up. Yeah, I still had. I must have picked it by accident.
Oh, you that's a screw up
I
for
ca-
you.
yeah, I actually called them up and told them if it's not here by Christmas, we're gonna have a problem. I said I need those figures by Christmas. They're my Christmas gifts. So
It looks like Jackalman came out. I saw pictures of Jackalman.
yes, yeah, he looked. They all look good. I'm telling you, I cannot wait to have He-Man next to Lino. I think that's gonna be one of the coolest pictures.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see Mum-Ra. I can't wait to see
Yeah,
what Mum-Ra
yeah.
look like.
Yeah, I just hope he's not really frail looking. He looks a little on the skinny side in the pictures. I hope he's not that I hope he can stand. I think that's why they gave him his cloak all the way to the floor, so it helps him stand. But
To prop him up.
yeah, yeah. But I guess we'll see when when he finally comes out.
It looked like he had some decent articulation, so hopefully you can pose him.
Yeah, I mean, all of them actually do. They all look great. I'm hoping that Brian and Super Seven continue on trying to get the license. And there's people, me, you, thousands of others that want them to continue the line, and
Absolutely.
really hope they do.
Yeah, I'm hoping they even go beyond Thundercats, and people. I don't think people like hearing this, but I'm hoping they expand out into Silverhawks and Tiger Sharks.
Just it's so funny you say that. Yesterday or the day before, I saw the coolest Quicksilver custom I've ever seen in my life. He actually came with a removable mask and one of the Zoars he painted. I forgot the name of Quicksilver's
Tallyhawk.
Tallyhawk, right? He
What
painted him as Tallyhawk and put him. Oh, dude! Oh my God! It was an amazing custom. It was so cool.
was it? Like a chrome, or was it just like a metallic silver?
I think it was just like a flat silver. Like there was an. It didn't look like the picture didn't look like it. It didn't look like it had any flash to it. So
Okay.
I think it's more of a matte color. But I mean, with the mask, it was a removable mask. No last, it was amazing.
Wow, you're gonna have to post
Yeah.
that because I don't think I've seen that yet.
Yeah, that just Google custom Quicksilver Silverhawks and he'll come up.
Okay.
A whole bunch of them will come up. There's a lot of cool ones.
Is it based on the MOTUC Classics buck or?
Some of them are, and some of them are the DCUC. I think that's what they're called.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
DCUC. Yeah.
yeah, some of them use that too. But those even look great too. So they both look pretty cool. I mean, I reached out to one of them because I saw this one guy do Brave Star and Quicksilver, and he never came back to me yet. So I'm hoping he does, and I'm hoping he's not that expensive because his costumes looked amazing. They looked really good.
Do you buy a lot of customs? I know Joe does customs, but do you?
Yeah, not really. For the fact is that um, I- with this line, you never know what you're gonna get. To pay somebody to make some for $200, that's gonna come out in three months from now. For $20, to me, it's not worth it.
Yeah, yeah. It's
That's just the way I look at it. Once the line is dead, and I know for sure it's dead, and there's a character that I really need to have, then I'll venture out to maybe Joe or Hunter Knight or one of those guys and have them make me something. But I'm pretty much happy so far with what we got.
Yeah, I'm thinking we might need to do a custom New Adventure Shira.
That would be really cool. You don't have a
They never made her.
New Adventure Shira?
Not new. Did I say Shira? New Adventure.
Yes.
New Adventure Sorceress.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. That would be cool. Yeah, that's something that would be nice to have.
Yeah, I don't know if they're ever going to get to her. Although some people are posting some hopeful ideas
Right.
about what they want to see with Super Seven, and New Adventures Sorceress is one of them. I wanted to have wings, even though she never had wings in that costume. But
Excuse me. Well, did she had yeah, she had the feathers and stuff, right?
on the show, she did. But
Yeah.
in the mini comics,
Right.
it's a totally different outfit, and she's wingless. She doesn't have any wings at all. So I'm hoping it like if Super Seven were to do hint Super Seven, if Super Seven were to do a New Adventure Sorceress, I'd want
Right.
her to be in the mini comics uh, design or mini comics outfit, but with the cartoon wings. Like maybe have them removable, so
Right. I gotcha.
you can have both looks. I really want like a composite of both.
Yeah, that would be really cool to do that. But they'd probably only end up using Hawkman's wings again, since they've only used that 6 times already on figures.
Well,
You
yeah,
know?
including Angela and Angela and Voltec, right?
Mm,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And the same thing with like Trapjaw's legs. They used 1,000 times.
Oh yeah, like most of the evil mutants are Trapjaw legs.
Right. Right. Optic. Yeah. Yeah.
That
They
got
definitely
annoying
have.
real quick. Um, so, what are your speculations on other things that Super 7 is doing? Because they're supposed to be doing a vintage line as well, a vintage masters line as well. You know about that?
Well, that could be the announcement as well, that they're going to maybe they're going to do the Britannia figures.
That
Maybe they got the rights to do those. The Giants, the big Brontosaurus.
Yeah,
To finish it up, the Giants, just so vintage collectors can actually finally have a complete set. Even like the laser lights. Uh, Maybe they could do that.
wow, yeah. So you're talking about the Powers of Grayskull line that never took off.
Right, right.
So Hero, Eldor,
Right. And whoever else was supposed to be. I mean, even all that card art card was it more I can't say it. The
you're right,
art
card art.
card back art by Earl McCarthy. Um, all the stuff that he drew for the newer figures that were never made.
Right.
Maybe, hopefully, maybe that's something they're gonna do. Who knows?
Yeah, because you have the are they Snake Men in Horde Trooper armor, or are they Horde Troopers that are Snake Men? You know what I'm talking about?
I yeah, I don't I can't recall it. I haven't seen it in a while, but I can't tell you one or the other because I don't want to say one and Sam lying, but I do remember seeing that, but I don't remember who's who. I also remember seeing somebody with Trapjaw's arm, a new figure. There was a bunch of new stuff that Earl McCarthy drew.
Right. So that's either going to be a part of Powers of Grayskull, or it's going to be just more new figures that serve either under He-Man or Skeletor. So I think they have plenty of stuff that they could play with for the vintage line. So that would be cool.
I think they can make a lot of stuff that I can play with too. Yeah, yeah. I just have a really good gut feeling about Super 7. I think they're really gonna knock it out of the park. I really do. I really have a great. I mean, just look at the stuff that we got in the last year or two. You know, the the retro figures. We got the 3 different sets of the same figures. We still got them. Um, I mean, I have complete faith in them. And with the Four Horsemen, they can't fail.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Four Horsemen have been so far, so I don't have any concerns there.
Right.
But let's see. I think the main concern that a lot of collectors have is with the how the figures are going to be distributed. So I saw one guy ask in one of the I think over the weekend if Matty Collector is going to be handling the Super 7 distribution, and I was like, oh hell no! I think Matty Collector is a dead duck. And
well,
what's that?
Yeah. Well, when I called up, because I had no idea what my figures were, so like I didn't get Lino, and then Jacqueline was coming. So when I called them up, that's when the lady told me that I picked the shipping for Christmas, like an idiot I was. I picked the wrong thing. So then I asked her. I said, "Are you guys going to be Digital River going to be distributing for Super 7 next year?" And she says, I really hope so, but I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't have an answer. So,
Well, she didn't have the answer.
yeah. Well, I don't know if she already knows and she's not allowed to say, or I don't know, but she said that she has no idea yet.
Yeah, she probably doesn't know because that's just not her area.
Right.
So she's just being honest with you. Because I think Super 7 is going to have their own distribution arm that handles all of that.
Right.
So
yeah, and I just want to add one thing too. It's just excuse me. I have a lot of friends across the seas, and I'm really hoping that the shipping really comes down for these guys, because the people in England, Germany, everywhere else in the world besides here are getting hammered with shipping costs, and I really hope they come up with a better plan or a solution as to how to help these collectors get the figures cheaper.
right.
Because I mean, I know a lot of guys had to stop the collecting the line because they couldn't afford the taxes and the shipping on it. So, I mean, one figure is like 50, $60. And I mean, is it really worth it? I mean, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't either, because it's like that's one figure. And so if you buy into an annual sub, which I'm hoping Super 7 will work on having options, like maybe you could either pick the annual sub 12 figure option, or you can pick the 6-figure option and maybe get 2 if you want, that sort of thing.
Right.
But for international collectors, and I've heard stories, and I'm like, there is no way.
Oh my God, I've do that. I'm friends with a lot of people from across the Atlantic, and they are telling me how much they pay for these figures, and I'm just like, man, I love collecting it, but I wouldn't give them a dime just to prove that it's ridiculous what they're doing.
And some of them are so committed, and it's awesome of them. They'll even buy multiple subs. So they're like, have 2 or 3 subs just to try to make sure the subscription goes through. And it's
Right.
like, wow, I can't even get one because, unless it's a mini sub, I've only committed to an annual sub once.
Really?
Usually if it's a mini sub, I'll definitely jump on it because it's more up my alley, financially,
Right.
and it's more controlled. So I can say, yeah, it's one figure this month, and it's going to be this much, instead of, oh, when am I going to get that $150 month when you get like the giant and the beast and two
Right.
figures in 1 month, and it's like,
Right.
well, I didn't expect that bill.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's when you get hammered when they do that. Yeah. Right.
yeah, so I've had
Yeah.
to I did that in 2011, and I just had to not do that again.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we've gotten a beast or something like that in a long time. Um, and if it has, it wasn't part of the sub. I don't believe the vehicles were part of the sub. I think they
No,
were, no, they weren't. So I mean, I don't think they did a giant in a long, long time. Maybe because of that, people don't want them.
yeah, because I think we only have three at this point: Procrustes, Megator, and
Right.
Titus.
And what's that ape's name? Gygor?
Yeah, Gygor. Yeah.
Gygor. Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's not that. I mean, well, they're cool to have and all, but still, I mean, I remember one year I think it was December or November getting hammered. It was like four figures in like a vehicle and a giant all at once, like right by Christmas time. It was like ridiculous. It was like a
yeah,
400. It was like a $400, $500 bill that year, just for that month, just for the figures. It was crazy.
whoa, yeah, no way. Yeah, no way. I couldn't do it,
Yeah,
especially that time of year. And it would seem like they would always book everything expensive to come out in the holiday months. And then it's like, okay, where's my holiday budget?
right,
So
right.
Super 7, please take some hints.
Yeah,
Don't backload your subscription.
yeah. Come out with the good stuff, like April, May. That's a good recovery point for Christmas for those who celebrate Christmas and have a big family and have to buy a lot of gifts.
Right, because you need to spend like January, February recuperating financially, and
Yeah,
then you can get ready for like those mid months you're talking about
right,
to buy some
right.
stuff again. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I said, I have a really good feeling Super 7 is gonna knock it out of the park. I really do. I think they're gonna take the bull by the horns and they're gonna run with it and they're gonna do the best they can.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were anxious and kind of going crazy, like when they're going to make their announcement. And
Yeah,
I had a feeling they would do something before January, because everybody was used to like,
Toy Fair.
yes, and doing their subscription in like July, August. So,
Well, well, honestly, it could be for the subscription for next year,
yeah,
because they would have to start taking the orders. Um, I mean, soon because they got to start making the figures.
right.
So it's I think it's got to be for the sub. They have to start crunching the numbers and stuff and getting ready for it.
Because I don't know what the lead time needs to be uh, for production. So if they get I they might have started making the figures already. I don't know,
They could have, yeah,
because I think they need a certain lead time before everything goes into production to know exactly what amount they're going to make. But I don't know all the logistics for that.
right.
But I do think, like you're saying, um, most likely they're going to be doing subscriptions, so that they can just go full force in January.
Yeah, that's just what I'm just really anxious to see how they're going to handle it. I really wish they would. When is that? Next week? 2 weeks? That they're gonna
The 16th is next week.
next week? Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully by next week we get the good news.
Yeah. So that's that topic. Did you have any other topics in
No,
mind?
go to uh, your movie review or sort of review that you'd like to talk about because I'm kind of intrigued about it, and especially after hearing what Dirt told us before the show.
Right.
It's
So Max Steel. I don't know if a lot of people know about Max Steel, but Max Steel is the spiritual descendant of a toy line called Big Jim, which is a Mattel toy line that was big in the 70s. And Masters of the Universe actually
that's
uh,
where the
was
Battle Cat comes from, and Screech.
exactly Battle Cat, Zor, Screech, and Panther come from the Big Jim line. So Max Steel has a lot of, let's say, spiritual connections with Masters of the Universe. And so the reason I'm bringing it up is because Max Steel had a live action film that was released on October 14th. And I don't think a lot of people knew about that film. It bombed terribly at the box office. It only made 3.8 million
Wow,
on a projected budget of 20 million.
that's a bomb.
In the studio and the studio and the distributors were expecting the film to make 5 million. So it was expected to make 5 million, didn't even make 5 million. So long story short, terrible bomb.
Right,
So it was one of the first ventures by Mattel. They have an entertainment production wing now that's focused on doing movies and television shows. And so they pushed for this film to be made, but production was marred with so many issues. And there was no marketing because the investors totally lost faith in the project. So nobody marketed it. Nobody knew what the film was or what it was about,
right,
or that it
right.
was coming out. So my point is to all of those fans who are like frothing at the mouth, freaking out about a Masters of the Universe movie, like, get it out now. We've got to have a film now. This is the exact reason why you don't want Mattel to rush through things. Because
Right.
Max Steel, you're never going to see another Max Steel film again. They've shot that in the foot. Not going
To
to
say
happen,
the least.
to say the least, right?
Yeah,
Because it was released in 1997. It was essentially Mattel's main boys' toy line. So for all points and purposes, it's the contemporary Masters of the Universe toy line from Mattel. It's the line that they push in multimedia cartoon series, books, comics, video games, that whole sort of thing.
right.
And it's done very well in South America. And they just felt like they were at a point where they needed to do a live action film. So they made all the bad decisions, and it resulted in this major flop.
Right.
So I think it was an experiment on their part to see what they should and shouldn't do. So I'm hoping they learn their lesson and they don't let that happen to Masters of the Universe.
So the movie was about Big Jim. Big Jim is in a movie.
No. It's not about Big Jim. It's about
Oh,
Max Steel. He's a teenager, and he meets up with this alien, and they join together, and he becomes this superhero.
oh, okay, all right,
Yeah,
I got you now. Yeah,
yeah,
I mean the marketing for it was horrible because I don't even remember seeing a commercial for it.
yeah. I don't.
I mean, and I went to see a few movies in the movie theater. Couple of in the last couple of months prior to that, and I didn't even see the common attractions for that. So they did well. It's Mattel. Look what they do. They don't. They have a toy line. They don't even do anything for it. They used to
Right.
have a one page ad in Toy Fair magazine. That was it.
Yeah. So what does that tell you? I don't know what that.
It tells you that Mattel's not qualified to handle what we need, and hopefully Super 7 is. I'll be honest with you.
Well, I don't want to get into. Okay. So Mattel is their flagship is Barbie, right? So I'm
Right.
thinking that might have a lot to do with uh, what what the issues are. But I'm not gonna get into the Barbie thing tonight.
Okay.
But yeah, my whole thing is. Did you hear about Devon Franklin moving over to Fox?
Did I? No. And what is that?
Okay, you I don't know if you know his name, but he's one of the major producers that's been really pushing for the Masters of the Universe movie. So he's the one that's put out all the tweets about Battle Cat, and he would put out all these different tweets about what's going on with the movie, like the movie's still happening, and he
Right.
would think about it. So he and his production company have left Sony Columbia and have moved over to 20th Century Fox. So I don't know if that means he's taking Masters of the Universe with him, if it's still at Sony and it's kind of in a sort of limbo. But uh,
Uh,
but he was one of the main producers on that film. So
well, hopefully maybe it will go with him. Maybe he's got the vision that it needs.
right,
You know, that's who we need behind the movie. We need the guy that's a guy like us, someone who's a fan. That's what we need. I mean,
right,
I've said it a million times. We have to have somebody who the director and producer both have to love and know the product, and it's just not another movie for them to do. It's not, the flavor of the week movie for them.
right.
It's got to be done right. It needs to be done right. I mean, and again, I'm just gonna say, I mean, just look what J.J. Abrams did with the new Star Wars. He did an amazing job with it, with using minimal CGI, unlike the prequel Star Wars that was filled with CGI. It was terrible. It was horrible.
That's mainly all it was.
Yeah, exactly. And you can ask any diehard Star Wars fan, and they'll tell you that they don't even consider the three canon. You know?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's horrible. It's really bad.
I can't go that far. I mean, they're bad. I have major issues with them myself, the Star Wars prequels. But I mean, you can't get away from that's the story of how Anakin started and how he ended up being what he was. Um, so wow, I didn't know a lot of fans felt that way. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot of fans. They're, it for them, a new hope to just this last movie's canon. Everything before A New Hope doesn't count.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah. I kind of have to agree with them, man. It was horrible. I was born in 1978. Um, and I waited, what, 26 years to hear Darth Vader just scream, "Pound me, no!" I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
that was a
they could,
painful scene. That was a painful scene.
yeah. I mean, I wanted to see him do something way cooler than that. Use the Force, do a Force choke. I mean, something diabolical.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
apparently he didn't.
Yeah, we definitely got cheated out of Darth Vader because I mean, watching the prequels, that's the movie I was waiting for, and I knew that episode 3 was going to deliver. We watched episode 1, which was a train wreck.
Right.
Episode 2 was, it was a little better, but it was still painful. Because you still had to make up for everything you lost in episode 1. They totally wasted episode 1. So episode 2 they had to try to make up for it.
Right.
And so then episode 3, well, you have to have at least a good, I don't know, 20 minutes with Darth Vader with the lightsaber,
Yes.
just wiping the
That
floor with people.
that would have
And
been
oh yeah, we
amazing.
got Darth Vader, but he was
Not Darth Vader,
he was not Darth Vader.
unfortunately.
Right.
But
So
hopefully, supposedly in the new one that's coming out, Rogue One, he's gonna have somewhat of a role in it, and hopefully we see him killing the Jedi's and stuff like that.
oh well, I'm hearing it's more of a cameo role.
Really?
Yeah. So you're not going to get that. And I was talking to a friend of mine about A New Hope, and he's actually not really even in the movie that much. If you
No.
count, he's on for like what 8 to 12 minutes,
Yep. That's it.
which is the same amount as Darth Maul, but Darth Maul really
Didn't do
was
it.
he really didn't have the same kind of impact. So that tells you about the writing of that character. But Rogue One is December 16th, I think. And
Yeah. I can't wait to see it.
yeah, and I don't even think about it because that's like more than a month away. So, and it's driving me crazy. So I'm just blocking it out until it actually happens.
Yeah. But it's funny. I actually got a case of the loyal subjects today, and I got all
Another
of them.
case?
Yeah, all of them. Well, the other one didn't come yet. I got all of them, but Tila and Faker. So I'm almost done.
Oh, and Faker's the hard one to get.
Yeah,
Right.
Faker's won in '97. So hopefully the next case that I get, he's in there. I'll be very happy.
Oh my God. So when you say case, that means you have extras.
Yeah, there was a case of 12, 6 I had, and 6 were doubles.
So what are you going to do with the extras? You just sell them off on eBay?
I guess, or whatever. If someone needs them, trade them.
Oh my God.
He sounds shell shocked.
Well, yeah, that's like that's ambitious. But you're trying to get them all, so you got to
Yeah,
do what you got to do. Wow.
yeah.
So Tila's a hard one to get to. So that means you have Evelyn.
I have Evelyn. Yes, yeah. Uh, yeah. It's Faker, Evelyn, then Tila. I think that's the way it is. So I have a better shot at getting Tila than I did, you know, um, Evelyn. But I want Faker, and he's the hardest one to get. So we'll see what happens.
Wow. Let's see. I have two questions. First,
Yeah,
oh wow, let's see. It's 8:30, so I'm running late to pick up my other half. But before that,
Okay.
did you get the Filmation, Evelyn?
Not yet. Not yet.
Uh, I'm just seeing that
Yeah,
there's a lot of there's
yeah, a
some
lot of
quality.
yeah, a lot of I saw a lot of pictures of the bad paint apps and stuff like that. I didn't get mine yet. Mine's still waiting till ship in December, so I'm not gonna get her.
Oh,
Yeah, I like I said, I screwed up big time. I hit the wrong shipping thing.
okay. Because well, I believe she's sold out on the site, but I was debating if I should get her at some point or not.
Yeah,
But
if I was you, I'd wait because if Super 7 doesn't use Maddie's gonna have a super sale to get rid of everything in the warehouse. So you'll probably get it for dirt cheap.
okay, all
You
right. So
know,
that'll be either, well, they have a
that'll be like
Cyber Monday coming up.
and Black Friday, and then that whole weekend they can have stuff as well.
Okay. Wow.
And if not, you don't get her then. Just wait a year. If you don't need to have her right away, if you wait, next year you can get it for like $30-$40. You can get it for cost.
Hmm.
So that's what I do. I wait. I just play the waiting game.
Well, yeah, I did that for Shadow Weaver, and that didn't work out.
Yeah. Well,
So,
she was a tough one.
yeah. So I'm
She
really
was,
hoping Super 7 does some kind of alternate packing, whatever, to
right.
get her released again.
Yeah, you never.
So,
Yeah, you never know. You never know. So, all right. So I know you got to go. So, any last words?
well, I'm glad to be here for episode 2, and can't wait for episode 3.
It will be next week.
Right.
All right. I'd like to thank popculturenetwork.com. I would like to thank HeManWorld.com. Please go to Masters of the Galaxy Facebook page. Go to the All Encompassing Facebook page. Go to Descendants of Grayskull Facebook page. And Dirk, can you please give out your uh, text message, email, thingamajig?
You mean the 24-hour voicemail line?
Yeah, that's it. I couldn't think of it. It slipped my
All right,
mind.
guys. You can call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on our 24-hour voicemail line. It's area
There
code
you go.
217-953-4025. Again, that's area code 217-953-4025. Leave a message up to 10 minutes in length letting us know what you thought of the show.
Awesome. All right, guys. With that, I'd just like to say, until next time, rock on, man.
And may the power be with you.